why is it so freaking hard to find a job? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Based on my experience and also some input from recruiters and hiring managers that share their input as to why it's so freaking hard to find a job. So let's get right into it. One of the things that, comes to be a challenge when looking for a job, just overall, recruiters and hiring managers understand that there is lack of certain things when it comes to fitting. And then as job seekers, there are certain challenges and hoops we have to suffer and go through. So the first, just getting right into it, is high competition. It is no joke out here. There is high competition. There's also a large pool of people applying to jobs, mass applying to jobs. Sometimes, you hear like apply to anything and everything. It's a numbers game. I personally don't necessarily work that way, but some people do. And for hiring managers to get overwhelmed with a plethora of applications and then to just try the attempt to even sift through that stuff and only a fraction of them even apply for, or the skill set is applicable to what they're looking for, that's a problem. And as job seekers, we are the victims because then our qualified resumes, it mixed in with a bunch of potentially unqualified resumes. So the competition's then steep. Number two, skill mismatch. Hiring managers, what they are finding is that finding candidates with the right skills for specific roles is extremely hard. And from our perspective as job seekers, we may struggle to match the skills with the ever-changing demands with the job markets, depending on what industry you're going into. Number three, the ATS, or the automatic applicant tracking system. Jeez. Hiring managers, they know that the ATS systems, they use AI and they filter out by keywords qualified candidates. That can be an issue with trying to find good help. Good help is hard to find, and although this tool is helpful, it's not perfect. And from a hiring manager's perspective, that tool can actually filter out qualified candidates. So, us as job seekers, that hinders us from being seen. Number four, another problem why it's so hard is networking challenges. I don't know about you, I'm more of an introvert with a little extroverted side, but mostly an introvert at heart. I'm not a huge network person. I'm not into like big crowds and going out and hey, how you doing? All that. No, if there's a virtual event, I'll be at the virtual event. But in person, that's not me. It's just who I am. So hiring managers, from their perspective, they feel networking is very crucial. I'm not denying that. I feel that's the same. Finding candidates with the right connections and personality can be a challenge. Us as job seekers, we like to build a professional network, but it can be challenging, especially, like I said, for people like me that may be introverts, or you may be new to an industry. Maybe you're you're trying to pivot careers and change to a new industry, and you find that's very difficult. Number five, the remote dynamics. So remote work, from the recruiter and hiring manager's perspective, adapting to remote work may present challenges to some that are not used to virtual environments, also, or maybe not so tech savvy. From our perspective as job seekers, remote opportunities, they may be limited, especially when you hear about some of these companies, big, large tech companies and companies in general, want workers to return back to the office. So, the options for remote work may become limited, but there are companies out there that do 100% remote. If you check out like a website like remote.co, that's a great website or resource where there's companies that's all they do. They work remotely. So just a helpful tip there. Number six, the economic aspect, the economic uncertainty. From hiring managers' perspective, fluctuations can impact companies' hiring plans, specifically their budget. I know that happened to me a long time ago before I found my current position. I was actually offered a job in writing, but they had to rescind the offer because there was a lack of communication regarding the budget team and what they wanted to offer me, and it had to be rescinded. It was so embarrassing, but it's a real thing. I never heard of that, but it's a real thing. Number 7, long recruitment processes. I've heard of this, and I really sympathize for those that have to endure this. Oh my goodness. So from job seekers perspective, lengthy hiring processes can lead to very frustrating anxiety. I've heard of people doing interviews and they have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 interviews, like 5 scheduled interviews before they even get a job offer, and even when they do, it's maybe disappointing in the end. But from a hiring perspective, like the recruitment processes, they can result in losing top talent or losing to competition. So it makes it really hard out here to find a job. Number 8, lack of soft skills. Hiring managers, when it comes to soft skills, they feel like it's just as important as the technical skills. I kind of feel the same way. As job seekers, we need to do a good job of emphasizing your soft skills on your resume and also standing out in the hiring process when you're in an interview. If you're not sure what I mean by soft skills, I'm talking about things like good communication, good interpersonal communication, written communication, organization, interpersonal skills, how you relate and rapport with people, your reliability, your work ethic, you're self-motivated. Those are your soft skills. Also your professionalism, your etiquette, your dress and your demeanor, your professionalism, those all count. So those are big ones, and you would think a lot of this is common sense, but again, not all people have common sense. Not all people are taught, professional etiquette or how to behave or act. There's a time and place for everything. So that's just another reality why it's so hard out here. Number 9, salary negotiation. From a manager's perspective, aligning salary expectations with the company's budget can often conflict. I totally believe this. You may feel like I'm worth 6 figures and the company may feel like, no, let's do half that. We all know that companies are all about their bottom line and they're not necessarily going to pay people what they're worth. So as a job seeker, trying to find a fair salary for yourself can be very challenging, and that can hinder you from landing the job that you want. Number 10, industry-specific challenges, specifically like tech, but rapid advancements in technology that we're seeing right now may require more effort from candidates to bump up their skills, and recruiters and hiring managers want to see that. From our perspective, that means we need to stay updated on the latest tech trends, the latest tech skills for whatever avenue you're going into. So that's important. And another bonus from my experience, another reason why it's so hard out here to find a job and why it's so difficult, favoritism. For me, I feel like it's favoritism and personal inside connections. Sometimes, despite everything I just mentioned to you, the fact is you may be perfect for a job, but you may have lost out on a position because someone happens to know someone who's a family friend or, an in-law or something like that. So don't feel discouraged. No, yes, it's messed up. And yes, you are qualified, but that job is just not for you. I'm a firm believer that whatever God has meant for you, nothing can keep it from you. So, but don't worry, let's get into the 8 solutions to help make your job search easier and help you get on a faster track to the job that you want. So, making your job search easier, number 1, skill enhancement. From our perspective, we want to continuously upgrade our skills and professional development and to align with the job that we're seeking. I shared my own journey with taking a tech boot camp called Course Careers a while back, and they offer courses in a variety of avenues if you're trying to break into the tech space, from tech sales and IT to UX, UI design and customer success and human resources, and some other courses now. It's self-paced, at-home, affordable boot camp. I will leave the link down below if you're interested, and also leave a link to the video of my review and experience if that interests you. But there's other ways that you can enhance your skills. Aside from boot camps, you can help on the job training, help out an organization, find your passion, find an organization that maybe has like a volunteer program and help out. You can actually land a job that way. I landed a job that way unexpectedly, totally unrelated. I love animals on the side, was volunteering with an animal organization during the summertime, and they clearly needed help. I wasn't even thinking in that mind frame of like, I need a job, but they were like, hey, we need help. We know you're looking for something else. You weren't looking in this field, but you want a job. So don't, there are other unconventional ways to looking for a job and getting a job than just click on Indeed. So that's just a little tip. Number 2, your networking efforts. Back to what I was saying with volunteering. That's one way to indirectly network, but also you want to participate in industry events, online events, networking platforms, networking events, in person, virtually. There are tech events I hear, and you can check in your local city. I think there's a website called Eventbrite. You can check LinkedIn for any events, tech events that are happening. If you're an introvert like me and that's not your thing, you don't want to go in person, or you're germaphobe, whatever, there are virtual networking events. Another good website to try is builtin.com. They have tech jobs and tech events listed too, just FYI. So number 3, another solution to help you navigate this job search journey and help you land a job you want is to, you want to tailor your resume. I'm sure you've heard this before, but it's really true. You want to customize your resume as best you can for each application. It's tedious and annoying, and I understand. Like, dude, I want to just like update my resume and shoot them all. I can't be bothered. But with you, if there's a position that you're like, this job is really something I want, update your resume to curtail and find keywords in the job description for that job and put those keywords in your resume. So it'll help the ATS tracking system match your resume to that job that you want. If you're like me, you're like, I don't know if I got this updated right, you can ask a friend if you have a friend that is good with resume writing, or I did, go to Fiverr.com. There are plenty of people that have HR experience or have that eye to curtail and tweak your resume for you for an affordable price, $5, $10, $20. Get the resume updated. Then you always have an updated kind of template that you can work from and tweak it from there. Number 4, you want to build an online strong presence. What I mean by that is you want to talking and communicating and networking and communicating on platforms like LinkedIn or any other networking platform where it's like business focused. Respond to comments. If there's someone that's posting about, some job trend that's hot right now, or if they're posting from a company that you're looking at, interact. You never know what may come of it. I've interacted with or shared things on LinkedIn, and I've had some people come and reach out to me like, hey, if you have a question about this or want to delve deeper into this, I've been an expert for 25 years. Don't feel free to pick my brain. So you just never know. That's a good way. Like I said, number 5, you want to leverage the ATS keywords. Like I said, you want to use keywords from the job description. and boost up your resume. Use match those keywords on your resume. So for instance, if your job you're applying for is like IT specialist or something, and they want specific skills like, Azure or ports and protocols, or working, user passwords and resets and stuff like that, you can put that on your resume. I worked on labs, user resets or password resets, Azure, virtual computing. You want to put those on your resume too. Number 6, you want to showcase your soft skills. This is one thing that hiring managers deeply want. They want you to clearly communicate your soft skills through your resume and during the interview process. You want to use your interpersonal communication skills, organization, critical thinking, your self-motivated skills are all examples. Number 7, you want to stay informed. Stay informed. You want to keep abreast of industry trends and developments and demonstrate your knowledge during interviews. Things like signing up for newsletters, Google News Trends, or LinkedIn, or X, formerly known as Twitter. Just keep abreast of what's going on out here so you are privy and have knowledge. Number 8, effective time management. You want to allocate time for job searching and networking every week. If you are short on time, you have the ability or spare time or have the extra cash per month, like instead of spending a few bucks every week on coffee, you can try a tool, an AI automated tool called Sonora AI. This tool automates the process of applying to jobs so you don't have to physically do it. I did a review about this system or this product online, and I will leave a link down below or a video card so you can check it out. But I tried it myself. I did not find a job in that way, but I did land 3 separate interviews using Sonora AI myself. So I can attest it is a tool that does help to work. But you can learn more about my experience in the review. I'll leave links down below. But addressing these challenges and implementing these other strategies to help you land your job, you can increase your chances of finding, suitable opportunities that you're looking for. So let me know if any of these things I mentioned, if they resonated with you, or if so, give this video a like and subscribe if you like this type of content, you want to see more of this type of content. How far are you into your job search? Are you 1 month in? Are you just getting started? Are you new to the job scene? Are you looking to pivot and change careers? Let me know. Leave a comment down below. So if you like this type of content, give it a like, share it with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe. And I will leave a link to my other 2 videos about 2 tech websites I use. And one of them I got an interview just for having a profile up. So I'll be sure to leave a link to that video. But until next time, guys, that's all for now. I'm gonna go. Good luck on your job search. I wish you the best, and I'll catch you in the next one.